One of the gigs I get hired for very frequently in my area is playing guitar in the pits of musicals. Now, the thing with playing guitar in a musical setting is that when you get your book, it will list out every instrument you need. So, okay, I'm playing electric, cool, I'm playing acoustic. 12 string, sure, no problem. Nylon, yeah, I can do that. But more often than not, you're doing more than just guitar, because the book will also say, hey, we need you to play banjo for 1 or 2 songs or just some transition music. Hey, we need you to do this for mandolin. We need you to do this for ukulele, lap steel. I had a book say, hey, you need to play bass for a song, even though there was already a bass player, so we had to use 2 basses on a song. Very weird. But as time went on, the more I invested in instruments would have pickups in them, so that way I can be heard over the rest of the pit, so that way the musical director wasn't pointing at me saying, hey, we need you to play louder, that part's essential, and I'm just going ham and you can't hear. But the issue would always come anytime a book would say, hey, we need you to play ukulele, because for years, I owned a cheap sub $20 Piezo pickup off Amazon that would stick to the body and it would fall off. It wasn't a good quality. But luckily for me, last month the company KNA contacted me. And if you don't know KNA, they make piezo pickups for many instruments, such as acoustic guitars, such as ukuleles, such as bouzouki, banjos, cellos, violins, violas, upright basses, and they have a universal one you can stick onto things. But they contacted me and said, hey, we want to send you both of the ukulele pickups that we make. Yes, please. So 2 weeks ago on the channel, we reviewed their baseline for Ukulele Piezo pickups, which is on here currently, which is the KNA UK1. But today, we go a step beyond, because today, we're reviewing the KNA UK2. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Here's my unboxing, review, and demo of the UK2 from KNA. Before I continue, I do want to give the disclaimer that sure, KNA did send me this pickup to review. However, they aren't paying me anything. So I'm going to give you 100% my unbiased thoughts on it. So if it's a good product, I will tell you if it's good. If it sucks, I will tell you that it sucks. Everything you're going to hear from me, 100% my own thoughts. So, with that in mind, what is the main difference between the UK1 versus the UK2? Well, obviously the box is bigger, so we might get a little bit more out of this one, but the main selling difference is that this, the KNA2, comes with a volume control on it, compared to the KNA, the UK1, where this is just a plug-in and play. This one, you have a volume control, which is actually super cool and definitely helpful in certain situations. And I'm very, very excited about that, mainly because I love the idea of doing volume swells with the ukulele without needing a volume pedal. So I'm very excited. As far as budget is concerned, the UK1 goes on sale at most retailers as $70. I have seen it as low as $65, but generally most retailers list this as $70. As far as the UK2, most retailers have this at $100, so there's a $30 difference between the two. But what's great about KNA also is that they're available from major music retailers such as Sweetwater, such as Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, and other companies. I'll leave a link down in the description box below, which will send you to Amazon so you can check out the product for yourself. And I do want to tell you, this is an Amazon affiliate link, so if you do choose to purchase the UK2 or even the UK1, I'll get a small little kickback to the channel, which in turn will go towards channel upgrades such as more gear, lighting, etc. But yeah, link down in the description box below. So let's see what we get inside. Let's open it up. Here is our box of the KNA1. This is what the front looks like, showing everything that it has. The back looks like this. You see handcrafted in Europe, as well as a thing to their website. The very bottom of it delivers a natural sound for your ukulele. No modifications to your instrument necessary. Wood sensory casing, detached or remain installed when not in use, which is very cool. The other sides are black and so is the top. But let's actually open this box up. It's just one of these slide off things. So this is what we got, instructions, and we see a lot of things on here. So cool, we'll read this later over here, but this is what you get inside. So let's start by actually looking at the piezo pickup proper. So this, you can see, is a very darker material compared to the UK1, which is more of a, I describe it as an ash wood. This is more of a mahogany, darker wood. You see, you have your volume knob right up here. It feels really, really nice. Like that's a nice volume knob up there. The actual thing itself is built nicely. This is where the piezo pickup actually lives. And cool, very awesome. We'll stick you right over here. Now let's take a look at these goodies. So this right here is the actual wire that we get in, that connects your pickup to your amplifier. And this looks to be a very long cable. I'm curious to figure out how long this is compared to the UK1. The UK1, I believe, was 6 feet, and this feels longer. So very exciting thing there. We'll unwrap that in a moment. Now, what we have here, this is very interesting. Okay, so what this looks like is another thing, another cable, but it kind of looks like you do this, like there's a 1/4 inch on it. I need to do research on what exactly this is. So the final thing we get in the box is this clip right here, which this clips onto your pants. It holds your wire cable onto it, so that way it's not going anywhere. It's always clipped onto you, which is really, really cool. Now, I read the manual and I figured out some things. So first off, this cable, the very long 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch cable, this is 9 feet long, which is amazing. It's always good to have a long cable for all of your needs. So that is very awesome. And now I figured out about this guy, who is a 3 foot long cable. But basically what this is that this is what they suggest that you clip on, and then from here you can attach any cable into this 1/4 inch end. So if you wanted to, you could, for example, attach another long 1/4 inch cable as such, but also if you wanted to go wireless with this, it is completely possible as well. Just stick it right in there and boom, you have a wireless ukulele system, which is really, really cool. And the great thing about this is that this is really sturdy. Like, it takes effort putting it in, it takes effort pulling them back out. So you know your cable isn't going to go anywhere unless you apply a lot of force. Now back to business, and let's install the UK2 on the ukulele. But while the UK1 is still on my ukulele, let's compare just the size difference between the two pickups. So you'll see that the part that's going across the bridge is in fact the same length, give or take a couple of inches due to my hands. But you can see at the very top, the bass is a lot bigger. That is just to house the electronics in the UK2, since you have the added volume control, to where the UK1 is definitely way smaller. But that's how it has to be when you have that electronics. So let's go ahead and actually install this. The way to install the pickups is that you have to loosen all your ukulele strings enough so that way it slides underneath of where you tie your strings off. So it's very easy and painless process. You just loosen all of your strings so that way it is loose enough to slide your, well, in this case, your piezo pickup out, and or to slide your piezo pickup in through the loops. Now, the original process when I installed the KNA 1 took me 16 minutes. Installing the KNA 2 took me 6. I cut down by 10 minutes. You can see right about here, it slides in perfectly. And I don't know if that was just the fact that my ukulele has been using the KNA 1 for weeks, so that way the bridge adjusted to it. But honestly, it is a painless process. The annoying thing is just tuning up your strings, but you can cut down on this time significantly if you have one of those winding tuning machines that you use to restring your strings faster, and or one of those electric drill tuning pegs that
goes super fast. I was just using my fingers on this one, so it could have been faster if I just used my guitar string drill tuning mechanism, but 6 minutes. Super painless process, very easy to install. Really awesome, really great. I love it when things are simple, when things are easy and well explained. Like I said, tuning it's the annoying part, but it's easy.
As you heard from the voiceover, painless process, super easy to install and super easy to remove in the UK1 sense. And this is not going anywhere. This is on really tight, so definitely a good sign there. We're almost ready to plug this in, hear how it sounds, but there is one thing I have to test first. So when we were reviewing the UK1, the biggest complaint I had about it is that when you would plug a cable into its other end, the cable would come out really easily. That took no force at all. So that was my biggest complaint about the UK1. And I want to see if the UK2 has this exact same problem. So I'm going to hold it like a violin for a moment and just plug in the cable. And does it come out easily? Kinda. That was definitely a lot better than the UK1. Do not get me wrong, but this feels more sturdy. Like it's more locked in there, but at the same time, well, actually, it does require a bit more force than the UK1. So definitely a strong improvement here. But now that we've plugged it in successfully, we are going to go ahead and hear how it sounds. So as you see behind me, I got my MacBook running Logic Pro X. The ukulele is going straight into my audio interface, and we're just going to be recording straight into it. No post effects are going to be used, none whatsoever. This is just how it sounds by itself. Okay, so the pickup sounds incredible. I definitely like the way this one sounds more than the UK1. There is one thing that I did not like about that, and that was when you heard me swell up it using the volume knob. You can hear it now too, that a buzzing does in fact happen. But as soon as you get to 100, you are fine. But when you turn it down, you start getting this buzz again. Like, you still hear the ukulele, but you are getting a buzz with it. But honestly, that can be solved with a noise gate, for example. So that way it's only there when you play, and it doesn't. But honestly, when you play this, most likely you're going to have it on 100 anyway, and that buzz isn't there when it's on 100%. Which is a bit weird, but at the same time, hey, you know what? The pickup sounds amazing. We do have one more thing to test, and that is the other cable that it comes with. Now, typically this part with the clamp would go onto your pants, but I figure I'll put it on my shirt so that way I don't have to awkwardly stand here like this and talk. So I figure let's just attach it to the shirt. So let's go ahead and put our ukulele down. Now again, this is cool because it allows you to use any of your own cables, and it's a super cool thing, or in my case, doing the dream of the wireless ukulele. So let's go ahead and plug it in, turn it on, and now hypothetically, we should get sounds. So we are in business. Which is super awesome. Cool, really cool stuff. And this is definitely really cool, especially if you are performing at, like, say, an open mic and you just want to go into the crowd and just sing with people. You have the ability to just go wireless into your amp, and it's great. It is super, super awesome. Okay, I lied. We do have one more test, and that is testing it with an actual amp. Now, usually I would pull out the toy of using the Honeytone amp, but luckily I have a rehearsal tonight, so I got the real amp in here. So we're gonna plug the ukulele into a Quilter 101 mini head, which is gonna be going through this Bugera cab. We're not gonna be using any pedals on it. We're just gonna go in straight in. I'm feeling very crammed right here because the amp is right here and I'm pushed back in the corner, but we have everything plugged in, and now I'm going to turn it on. Now I should probably mention my EQ settings on this amp to you. I have the mid and treble at the middle setting, and I have the bass rolled off. As far as the voice, I have it on the surf setting. So basically imagine, because there's no mid control, it's a treble control on here. So imagine the treble is flat, the mid's slightly boosted, and then there's no bass on it. So let's go ahead and turn the volume up. And indeed, it does in fact work. That is really, really awesome. Now, my setup, this is a bit bass heavy, I do want to mention, but that could probably be fixed with some EQ pedal, and or that is just 100% my amp, which definitely could be. Now, I'm very curious. You put it against your body and it's going to get a sound, obviously, because piezo pickup. But let's see if we roll down the volume if we'll get a buzz. Yep. Yes, we do. So the good thing is when the volume's at 10, the buzz is completely gone. I honestly see me having this at 10, and if I need to unplug this from an amp, I'll be hitting a tuner pedal, or I'll be turning the amp off proper, unplugging, and switching over. So the volume's on here is going to stay at 10 the entire time, but I can't get over how well the piezo pickup sounds, because it sounds so good. Alright, so that's it. What are my overall thoughts on the KNA UK2? Well, I love this, and this is going to be staying on my ukulele until it breaks, because it works so well. It sounds amazing, and it looks very beautiful too. I forgot to mention the looks on there. Looks aren't everything. I like the way that the UK one looked on here, but this is just so gorgeous, and it works so well, as I keep saying. It sounds amazing. I love the idea that it comes with two different cables, and one you could just plug right in straight into your amp, and or one where you can clip it onto your belt and you can potentially make it into a wireless, or you can use your own cable, and it's great. I love it. Sure, the volume knob on it kind of sucks because it does give you that buzz, but as I mentioned before, I'm going to be using it on 100% most of the time anyway, because again, tuning pedal or turning the amp off, or having its own dedicated amp depending on the gig that I want to use. And honestly, I can see myself doing open mics and other gigs with this, because it's honestly so great, and it's going to be great if I decide to record some songs on ukulele as well. It's really amazing, and honestly, I highly recommend this. If you should get one of the KNA ukulele products, honestly, go for the UK2. It's only $30 more than the other one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the UK one is still a great option, but for the sounds, I don't think you're going to beat this, because honestly, this sounds really great. So definitely in love with it, head over heels with it. And I think in another video, we'll run some guitar effects through this, just because I'm very curious what a ukulele with distortion, delay, and harmony pedal does to it. So anyway, guys, that is my review. That is my demo. That is my unboxing. KNA, thank you so much for sending me these products. Really great company, and definitely go check them out. Again, Amazon affiliate link in the description box below to check out this pickup. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys on Monday with another video. I'll see you on later on today with a song every day in May, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.